the award for giving, please welcome to the stage Butch Mosby from the Community Foundation of Louisville.
Giving is the highest form of service. As Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Gibson Kawago has paid that rent with vision and action. A problem solver, his journey began with a defining challenge: no electricity in his Tanzanian village, where charging a phone or a laptop meant walking miles. From his father's garage, he began converting discarded laptop batteries into solar power packs, work that became Waga Technologies, now delivering clean, affordable energy to off-grid villages. Gibson believes access to quality education is the future for our youth, and energy must power that future. A UN Young Leader for the SDGs and recipient of the Royal Academy of Engineering's Africa Prize, he now turns his focus to building Africa's clean mobility infrastructure. Please welcome the recipient of the 2025 Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Award for Giving, Gibson Kawago.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor receiving this award. As they always say, a dog wags its tail with its heart. Well, I'm like that dog today. I was born in a place where we had no electricity, and we used to travel over 32 miles to access the charging stations, carrying 5 to 10 mobile phones, and go to charge them. At night, we were studying using kerosene lamps. It was chaos. Sometimes we could burn everything in the house, but that was for the sake of the light. I kept asking myself, for how long shall we be doing this? I started collecting old batteries from radios, putting them together, and putting light bulbs. As time went, I looked at how could we change that into a business. I studied electrical engineering. The goal was to save my village. You know, every time you do something, you always want to go forward, but the road is not always easy. Tough times come. And do you know what always remained? Was hope. Because hope is what remains when a man doesn't know where to go. And after having hope, I asked myself, how can I save Africa? And I committed myself to make sure that I will build renewable energy for African people by an African. Looking at 5 schools and 5 years ago, our fathers were moving using diesel-powered cars. Looking at 2025, the world is transitioning to clean mobility. Electric mobility is taking over. But are we getting behind? No. At Waga, we have taken this as an opportunity, and we are now the first company in Tanzania to install charging stations for people to charge their electric vehicles at home, at work, in the parking lots. And finally, in December this year, we are going to build the first ever publicly available electric vehicles charging station in Tanzania. But what does this mean to us? Is this only Waga? No. This is for me and you all. how can we all unite and create a change? This is how we are going to do it. We are raising $10 million to be able to build 50 electric vehicle charging stations in Tanzania and 100 electric mobility charging hubs in shops in Tanzania. But that seems to be a lot of money. What can we do with that? We are not too small to create a change. So your $1 is yet to create a very huge change. How? At Waga, we can convert your $1 to 10. And we can change your $10 to 100. And we can convert your $100 to 1,000. And we can convert your $1,000 to 10K, to 100K. And finally, your 100K can change to $1 million if and only if we are all committed to create a change. Therefore, as we are approaching to December to have our first electric vehicle charging infrastructure in Tanzania, I would like to urge each one of us to look at what can we contribute towards this. And to complete this charging station, we only need $30,000, and we are going to make, that might be a small amount of money to some people or a large amount of money, but it's going to be the first ever charging station in Tanzania. Who is ready to be part of the first charging station in Tanzania? Raise up your hand. Yes, yeah, thank you so much. And just to catch the tiger by its tail, I would like to leave you by saying, it is by doing good that God gives us better. And it is by doing better that God gives us the best. And I'm sure that each and every one of you wants to know, what could I be doing if I was not doing solar or EV charging stations? Do you all really want to know? I guess you will never know. Thank you.